Welcome to a new video. We will discuss in this video what you will need to set up a basic lab at home. So we have an oscilloscope, 0 PCBs and few computer boards and one soldering iron. Many more to come. This is Raspberry Pi board. This is an oscilloscope. Let us discuss about it. Oscilloscope is a debugging device which can help you to debug your hardware. So you need to connect probes in these connectors, and there are two ends of the probes. You need to connect one to the ground or to neutral and other to the point which you want to check the signal. And after connecting, you can use these knobs to adjust the view of the signal. There are several push buttons in it also. This is start and stop button. So this was for oscilloscope. For creating a basic circuit, you need to have a 0 PCB with you. This is a one-sided 0 PCB. You can solder on only one side. The shiny surface can be used to solder. This is a double-sided 0 PCB. You can solder on its both sides. This is the soldering iron. This has with a changeable needles. These are the different size of needles which come with this. You can get this soldering iron for only 1000 INR on Amazon. As you can see, this is removable. And you can take one of the needles out of it. And can replace it with ease. And then tighten this screw and it will be good. These are the Raspberry Pi boards. This is the SD card slot. You can place an SD card in it. This is the heatsink. This is the camera connector. This is HDMI connector which can be connected for the display. This is the power supply port. And these are the GPIOs. This is a LAN connector, and these ones are USB connections. This one is the heatsink. This is a soldered circuit on a 0 PCB, as you can see. These are the wires and solder tracks. These red ones are capacitors of very low value. These white and black ones are wires. This is about 1 watt resistor of a specific value. For getting its value, you can use color coding. These are capacitors. This is input of the circuit and this is the output. These are headers and this one is a rectifier using diodes. This is the one-sided 0 PCB on which I have soldered this circuit. You can also use two-sided PCB for soldering purpose. I have soldered on a similar zero PCB with two sides. This one is the DC barrel jack connector. These are regulators. This is an op-amp. This is a capacitor. And these are diodes. This one is 3.3 volt regulator. This is the rear view where I have soldered. So how can you solder on this zero PCB? You have this soldering iron, which you can adjust its temperature according to rotation of this knob. As you can see, temperature is mentioned on this knob, according to which you will get your this needle heated. And you can use this soldering iron with this solder wire to solder on the PCB. As you can see, this one, a shiny surface on it is actually nothing but the solder wire, which is melted and stuck here. This soldering iron have a input of here 220 volt or 110 volt depending upon your country, and the output is here. It gets heated and you can use this solder wire to solder to the PCB here like this. We have the general setup, or we can say the general equipment for soldering. This is soldering wire. This is solder flux, and these are tweezers. They are used for grabbing the electronic components while they are soldered to the zero PCB. This one is the sponge soaked with water. It helps in cleaning the tip of the soldering needle. And this is a multimeter. We will discuss it later. So let us see the help of a simple resistance, how we are soldering this resistance to this zero PCB. Let us test if the soldering iron is hot enough. Take out little solder wire and check if it is melting or not. It is melting, so it is heated enough. Let us solder this resistance to this zero PCB. Take this resistance, keep the soldering iron where it was earlier. Take tweezer, can help you to adjust the resistance wires accordingly. Now it is fixed. Now take the iron and try to solder. Take out some wire. You can use this flux to apply to the place where you are soldering. It will decrease the friction and it will ease your work. So currently I am not using it. Simply take the wire, place on the pin of the resistance and just place the soldering iron and move your solder wire. Heat it till the solder spreads evenly. Now move to the second pad or the second pin of the resistance. So it is soldered. Now clean with a sponge. It will help in longevity of the tip of the needle. Now as you can see, this is stiff and connected. The shiny surface is the solder. Now we need to cut this wires. These are not useful to us. For this we will use cutters. Soldering. This is the cutter. Simply cut the extra wires or the pins with the resistance. Twist it and it will be broken. Now you can see it is soldered perfectly. This is the normal way of soldering electronic component on the Zero PCB. In the same way I have soldered this one on the Zero PCB. So this was for soldering. And if you are debugging a circuit, in this case you will use multimeters. This is a Fluke multimeter. This has two probes attached here, and you can connect this black one to the ground of the circuit and red one to the voltage or current pin which you want to measure. This is AC. The V and the AC signal is for AC signal measuring. This is for DC signal. This is for measuring millivolt in AC signal, and this one is for resistance, and this is one for continuity. We will discuss later continuity. This one is for checking the diode testing, and this was again the resistance measurement. This one is for capacitance measurement, and this one is for measurement of frequency.